Coming up on 7 News today, we will give you an update on the increasing number of students this semester here at Northwestern.
Plus, the Fitness Decathlon took off at the Wellness Center. We'll tell you how you can be a part of it.
And on 7 News Campus Watch today, Sing Sing Lu will take you to the 9/11 memorial ceremony held last week at Northwestern.
Keep it here. 7 News starts now.
Broadcasting from the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, bringing you the area's latest news and sports. This is 7 News.
Hello, and thank you for choosing 7 News today. I'm Ashton Gamey.
And I'm Austin Sterling. Enrollment for our top story today focuses on Northwestern's fall enrollment. Enrollment for this semester is at its highest level since 1971, with a large class of first-time freshmen leading the way. It has been reported that nearly 30% increase in first-time freshmen, with 416 newcomers enrolled in classes, compared with 323 last year.
In a preliminary enrollment survey submitted by the Oklahoma Regents for Higher Education, Northwestern reported a total headcount enrollment of over 2,000 students and an increase of 140 students from a year ago.
The enrollment here at Alva's campus jumped to about 1,400 students, and the dormitory count is 545 students, which is largest since the mid-1980s. A terrible tragedy happened on September 11, 2001 in our country. Last week, on the same day after 8 years, there was a memorial ceremony here at Northwestern.
7 News reporter Sing Sing Lu takes us to this event in today's Campus Watch.
It has been 8 years since the 9/11 tragedy happened, and this year on September 11th, the Oklahoma Army National Guard and Northwestern's Gold Program host a memorial ceremony in Harrell Hall Auditorium to honor the victims of this tragedy, as well as the soldiers who are or have served during the current crisis. On September 11, 2001, 4 U.S. planes hijacked by the terrorists crashed into the World Trade Center, the Pentagon, and the field in Pennsylvania, killing nearly 3,000 people in a matter of hours. This memorial ceremony hosted at Northwestern is a tribute to those who have been affected by the disaster of 9/11. They will not be forgotten.
The spirit and love for America is great here in Alva, and I think we owe it to the troops, we owe it to the student body, we owe it to the university, and I'm very proud of our students that attended the ceremony today.
For 7 News, I'm Sing Sing Lu. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Sing Sing. This event was also hosted by the National Guard's GOLD Program, which is Guard Officer Leadership Development here at Northwestern.
Speaking of the GOLD Program, if you ever walk past the Fine Arts Building, you may see a car covered in Northwestern logos with bright yellow characters saying NWOSU GOLD.
The Army National Guard officers from the Guard Officer Leadership Development Program at Northwestern are using it as a marketing tool for the university and the program. Captain Arlington Tossie and Sergeant First Class Micah Elliott spend a lot of their time traveling north of I-40 and west of I-35 and have worked hard to get this marketing tool up and running.
To learn more about this program, contact the University National Guard office at 327-8120.
Have you ever felt like Big Brother was watching? Residents of the dorm this fall may feel like someone's got an extra eye on them. Due to theft and safety concerns, Northwestern administration elected to install security cameras in all 4 dorms.
Over the past few years, personal theft issues as well as growing concern for student safety has convinced administration to upgrade its current security plan. A state-of-the-art surveillance system was installed in the dorms this past summer.
We've been looking at providing better security and safety for our residents for several years, and it's kind of exploded. We've had more theft in the last couple of years. Our students had concerns, and our students have a lot more expensive toys than they used to have.
The new security system has nearly 100 cameras in all 4 dorms combined, constantly monitoring and recording any and all activity. The cameras monitor all of the entrances, exits, hallways, lobbies, and common areas throughout the dorms.
They're set up to where if anybody is messing with one camera, another camera is viewing that person doing that.
The general buzz around campus is that the new cameras create an increased comfort level for residents. It also has made it easier on the staff to maintain a safe environment for the students.
Makes it a lot safer and friendlier place to live, and makes the job easier on us as an RA too.
You know, our resident hall numbers are up 25% from last year, but I'm down considerably on the number of issues I've had the first 3 weeks of school. And I'm going to give a lot of that credit to those cameras.
With the positive results of the cameras so far, the possibility of putting surveillance around campus, especially in the parking lots, is increasing.
I do think we do need to put them in the parking lots, yes.
Would we be able to add coverages for our parking lots at our resident halls? Absolutely.
Though students generally didn't live in fear in the past, this new technology represents administration's ongoing effort to maximize student safety.
Mainly security of our residents and protection of property were probably, and in that order. Protection of our students first and our property was next.
The cameras will help with theft. However, Chief of Police Leroy Burks told 7 News it is a good idea to write down the serial numbers from the electronic items in your dorm room. The serial numbers from computers, gaming systems, and iPods can help track stolen property.
The star of the 1987 hit movie Dirty Dancing has died. Patrick Swayze died after a nearly 2-year battle with pancreatic cancer. Swayze's publicist Aunt Annette Wolfe says the actor died Monday with family at his side. He came forward about his illness last spring, but continued working as he underwent treatments. Other than Dirty Dancing, Swayze was also well known for his role in the 1990 movie Ghost. Patrick Swayze was 57.
Stimulus dollars headed to the Panhandle have been stopped. Coming up, we'll explain why a $1.15 million project is being put on hold.
Plus, we have a new international student from China. She came to Northwestern through the Educational Exchange Program with Sias University.
These stories and more coming up on 7 News.
You're watching 7 News, the #1 collegiate newscast in Oklahoma, with Ashton, Austin, and Becky. This is 7 News.
Global warming. Some say irreversible consequences are 30 years away. 30 years? That won't affect me.
I am folding the pants. The pants are long. Do they go on my head? Do they? Do the pants go on my head? No. They go on
Everyday moments can become teaching moments because learning starts long before school does. Give your child the start they need at bornlearning.org.
Kind of have that ADD thing to where I can't really pay attention that well. Might as well just drop out.
So I bounced from like foster home to foster home.
Dropped out of high school my junior year.
I was hanging out with some people now I realize I shouldn't have.
They join gangs, start doing drugs, try to sell drugs. It distracts you from everything around you. You're always having to watch your back. You can't really be yourself.
The one person who really got me to go back into school was my mom, my mother.
My parents were the people that helped me the most. I need them to know that it really does help me, that they're there for me.
It's a new day today. Tell me what's been going on.
Thank you for choosing 7 News today. I'm Ashton Gamey.
And I'm Austin Sterling.
Make it last, make it last. It's a new day all over. It's a new day today. It's a new day today.
Welcome back. Now let's take a look at the health care debate that is going on here in Oklahoma. Many of the people on the opposite side of the political aisle took their step to protest at the Capitol last Sunday.
Many of the protesters believe that it should have been made clear the amount of money that will be spent on the health care system. They also want to know how much money has been used to bail out banks and fix the economy.
Many Oklahomans are not satisfied with the government's decision of massive spending. According to some of the protesters, the only hope we have now with current President Obama is that he's only got 4 years in office. There will be an increase in the cost of insurance for teachers in Oklahoma next year. Starting in January, they will have to pay twice as much on co-pays for doctors' visits and pay a $5 increase on prescription drugs. Experts say if premiums continue to climb, the burden will eventually be passed on to taxpayers. But right now, teachers will have to take the hit. The health insurance increase will also affect state workers, including legislators. Unemployment continues to be a problem around the country. In August, Oklahoma set a new record for unemployment claims as the impact of the global recession continues to be felt in our state.
At the end of June, the state had paid out over $273 million to jobless Oklahomans. Oklahoma paid out a little over $182 million in 2008. Right now, about 4% of Oklahomans are unemployed. In Northwest Oklahoma, we are a little under the figure with an employment rate of around 3%. This week, the J.R. Holder Wellness Center took full stride with the Fall Decathlon. This 10-day event will strive to get its participants to break a sweat and to beat out the other competition. Northwestern senior Crystal Erber is just one of the many who have come out to join this event.
Kind of just showing up. I mean, I've been working out regularly for the past couple of years, so it's just kind of another fun thing to do while you're working out, give you a little bit of motivation. Actually, I believe this is the first year they're doing this. I got an email, the mass email all over campus got them, and I just thought that'd be something cool to do.
Each person will have to bench press, swim, run, and bike as much as they can at this 10-day event this upcoming week. If you are interested in taking part in the event or any upcoming events hosted by the Wellness Center, contact Shauna Copenhaver at 327-8015.
Well, it's a story we first told you about last semester on 7 News. A new study abroad program with the Chinese University brought its first student to Northwestern this fall. Wan Zion, or as she is known here in America, Sophia, is a 24-year-old international student from China. She is the first student to attend Northwestern after the university began a partnership with Sias International University last year.
So much pressure, so I decided to study abroad after I graduate, and I can accumulate some money so I can support myself.
Sophia is working towards a master's degree in adult education and administration. After she graduates from Northwestern in 2 years, she will return home to work in the international office at Sias.
I'm lucky to become the perfect student with graduate with a good achievement and get the opportunity to work in Sias International University in China.
How the partnership began between Sias and Northwestern starts with Dr. Mike Needler, Dean of Arts and Sciences. Needler met the founder of Sias International University, Sean Chen, at a convention at Harvard University in 2005.
I met Sean in 2005 when I went to the Institute for Management and Leadership in Education at Harvard University. And he said that he was interested in partnerships with American institutions.
Sean later visited Northwestern, and Dr. Needler, along with President Cunningham, took a trip to Sias to sign the agreement that would start plans for study abroad programs, which eventually came full circle, making Sophia a lone ranger a long way from home.
So I missed my parents, missed my mom, and especially my boyfriend.
Sophia says the differences she notices between China and America is that people are very helpful and friendly here, and that the homework load is heavier than at home.
Oh, I could say I love here very much. Yes.
Sophia says she is thankful for everyone who has helped her here at Northwestern so far, and that this experience will be one to remember.
I think the experience of my study here may be a valuable experience of my life.
A waste in government spending has been halted, at least for now. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is putting the brakes on a guardrail at Lake Optima out in the Panhandle. City and state leaders call the project a waste of money. The road has very little traffic. In fact, a sign has been put up to warn drivers of tumbleweeds on the roadway. The guardrail is one of the projects funded by stimulus dollars. It would go up at Lake Optima in Texas County at a cost of $1.15 million. Lake Optima is a lake that officials say barely exists at all. Instead of replacing what they call a deficient and damaged guardrail, they may close the road, put up warning signs, or reduce the speed limit. Oklahoma Congressman Tom Cole is strongly opposed to the project. Coming up next, Becky is in with sports and a look at this past weekend's Family Day activities.
Stay tuned, we will be right back.
Tick, 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 tick. Massive heat waves. Heat waves. Tick. Severe droughts. Tick, 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 tick. Devastating hurricanes. Tick, 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 tick. Our future is up to you. Tick. Go to fightglobalwarming.com while there's still time.
Anyone else?
My name is David, and in 8 years, I'll be an alcoholic.
Hi, David.
I'll start drinking in middle school, just at parties. But my parents won't start talking to me about it till high school. And by then, I'll already be in some trouble.
Kids who drink before age 15 are 5 times more likely to have alcohol problems when they're adults.
The thing is, my parents won't even see it coming.
So start talking.
Who's next?
Before they start drinking.
The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? What do you think he saw? The bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, the bear climbed over the mountain, and what do you think he saw?
I was hanging out with some people. Now I realize I shouldn't have. The work was so hard. It was just going fast, fast, fast.
I got kicked out of school, and nobody cared about me, so I don't care.
I sort of got messed up into gangs and other stuff. School was very difficult.
I was expelled from school. I mean, the one person who really got me to go back into school was my friend Kevin.
At my friend's graduation, I'm going to be the loudest one there.
Because if you don't have anybody while you're in school, then there's not really a way to get through it.
It's a new day today. Tell me what's been going on.
Thank you for choosing 7 News Today. I'm Ashton Gamey.
And I'm Austin Sterling.
Make it last, make it last. It's a new day all over. It's a new day today. It's a new day today.
And now, 7 News Sports with Becky Burr.
Hello and welcome back. Despite the rainy conditions Saturday, Northwestern's Family Day was a success. This past Saturday, Northwestern held the annual Family Day festivities. Brad Franz, Vice President of Student Affairs and Enrollment, considers Family Day to be an exciting time for students and their families.
I think Family Day really is an opportunity for students and their families to get together on campus. We have it during a football game. Maybe if they want to show them around where their classes are located, some of the different buildings that they maybe hadn't seen. Just get a different view of the student's life now that they're possibly in camp, in class, and they're a freshman. If they're a returning student, it's an opportunity where a family can come in, maybe want to go to a football game together along the way. We've tied in Family Day to include some things like opportunities to win prizes, opportunities to win tuition giveaways.
The community also plays a role in Northwestern's Family Day.
We have great support from our Alva community. The shopping for tuition goes off very well. Our students to go into the Alva merchants and shop and also have an opportunity to win tuition prize giveaways. So the support from our Alva community is great.
Along with shopping for tuition, students and their families attended the Ranger football game where the Rangers took on Black Hills State. The crowd was in high spirits despite the weather conditions. It was a muddy one Saturday as Black Hills State took an early lead with a long first quarter drive resulting in a touchdown run. The Rangers got on the board with a 1-yard touchdown run from Nate Gilroy right before the half to tie the game 7-7. The Yellow Jackets came out after the half and scored on a quick 4-yard touchdown run. They sealed the deal with a 32-yard touchdown pass late in the fourth quarter to beat the Rangers 21-7. Rainy conditions made it a slippery day, resulting in 6 total fumbles in the game. Gilroy led with 145 yards and 32 carries and a touchdown.
The Rangers will be traveling for their first away game next week, where they will meet up with Southwestern Assemblies of God University. Kickoff is at 2 p.m. on Saturday, September 19th in Waxahachie, Texas. The Rangers soccer team had a busy weekend, which started on Friday with their home opener. The Rangers faced off against NCAA Division II Northwestern Oklahoma State University. The Rangers battled their way through the first half, only to have Northwestern in the lead 2-0. Northwestern did have 2 attempted shots in the first period, followed by 3 in the second. During the second half, Northwestern upped the score with 2 more goals, bringing the final score to 4-0. After a devastating loss on Friday, the Rangers picked back up on Sunday afternoon, facing off against rival Southwestern Oklahoma State University. Kelsey Archer, goalie for the Rangers, picked up 10 saves, but it wasn't enough to hold off the Bulldogs. During each half, Southwestern scored 2 goals while the Rangers had 8 attempts, unfortunately resulting in another loss for the Rangers. Northwestern will take the week off. Their next game will be on Sunday, September 20th, when they face New Mexico at Ranger Soccer Field at 1 p.m.
Well, Becky, it was a little wet on Saturday at the football game, but Family Day was quite a success.
It was a little rainy and muddy, but yet there was a lot of fans out and about. They were very supportive and enthusiastic throughout the entire game, throughout rain, and it was a constant drizzle, but it was still a good game, still a good turnout.
Good deal.
Now let's take a look at upcoming events coming on campus. The Northwestern All-State Choir Workshop is going to be held at the Student Center Ballroom on September 19th from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Heartland Best Robotic Kickoff is going to be held at Percival Fieldhouse at 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. on September 19th.
Last but not least, this semester's Community Education Response Team meeting, which is also known as CERT, C-E-R-T, is going to be hosted at the Ranger Park in Coronado Hall on September 21st. Well, what's coming up next with sports this week, Becky? Well, the Rangers will be going for their first away game in Waxahachie, Texas. Waxahachie. And soccer, they'll be meeting at the Ranger Soccer Field at 1 this Sunday. Who are they playing? They are playing New Mexico. All right. Well, this is going to do it for us today.
We will see you next week.